How you guys doing? Of course, there has to be a forum or just a particular point of females that know me, that mean like a website, a chat line, chat station, or something. I've got some chat venues on the internet, social media, but I don't know if everybody knows which ones they are, if they're able to get into them, like fan club too. Like some girls in Hollywood that know me, or females in the ballet industry, or dance, or tap dance, or there's some people that just like talking about me in some ways. I mean, they discuss other things, but then they like certain topics about talking about me, or them talking about my parents, people that knew my parents. There has to be a chat room, some chat rooms in reference to females that know me, and there's men that knew my father, and friendly acknowledgments, and like just a forum for people to chat, like reference to my mother and father, like, oh, they knew his mother, they knew his father, or in reference to people that want to talk about me. Somebody communicated they want me to mention this in reference to, there's some girls that want to tickle their fancy, I guess, and talk about sexual things, about girls that have dated me, girls that want to date me, girls that think it would be fun if they dated me, girls that are friends of mine, girls that have known me in sports, when I've played football or baseball or basketball or hockey or ice skating, or certain athletes that know me, female athletes, or in reference to when I've played football, like basketball or baseball. Like if people want to know which athletes I've played sports as, with a character name or a protection name, and people can talk about that. But somebody communicated what this message is somebody communicated, or there was a message that somebody wanted me to make a video about girls wanting to chat about me, because there's some girls that think I'm cute, and some girls that know me and they know I'm a hermaphrodite, and they know I'm a she-he from birth, natural birth. Don't forget that. And that's just general facts, so nobody confuses my identity with anybody else's, So, in reference to the point of information, somebody wanted me to mention something about a chat room, a website that girls just want to talk sexual about me, or girls that want to talk about things about me, or girls that knew me in Hollywood growing up, or girls that know me in ballet or dance, or girls that know me in singing, or music groups that know me, or guitar, or some vocals, or maybe some piano information, just like a general chat room, like, in reference to one thing, and then another general chat room in reference to girls that think I'm cute or something, and they just want to talk about cutesy things, because sometimes girls get stuck on cutesy things, So that's what some girls like to talk about, cutesy things. And then some girls that are young adult, or adults, whatever age they are, when they start talking about things. How girls want to chat with other girls about things or whatever, like supermodel actresses, or some girl might have a supermodel favorite female that they think is really cool or pretty, and they wanted to know if I dated any of those girls. Or there's girls that's been on television and dance TV shows. Like some people wanted to know if I was on the Fame TV show about dancing and ballet. Somebody can open up a chat on that. There's copywritten acknowledgments of my identity too, So, in reference to, some people will gain some popularity that know me in reference to them knowing me, or knowing who my parents are, or people know me in reference to TV shows or channels. And there's protection laws that if the government's trying to censor things, or the government's trying to block social media of mine, there has to be court cases against the government. The government does not own America. They do not own the media. And don't forget, there is laws against government trying to control the media. There's people that have made up blatant lies slandering my character. I've never done drugs, not never. Never been a criminal, not never. So, in reference to these people making up shit or whatever they try to say, there'd be court cases. So, and they'll say, oh, you're a goody two-shoes or whatever. Well, I just don't get into the shit, the bad things. And the satellite man that damaged my teeth has to get arrested no matter what race they are. And the cops need to arrest and go to people's houses that have made up rumors calling my teeth fake. I've never had veneers, no matter what documents you're talking about, no matter what anybody made up or forged, those people have to go to court. There's x-rays of my teeth. My teeth are documented, measured, size, information, thickness is documented too. They've been documented my whole life. My mother had big, thick teeth. My father had big, thick teeth. So did my grandparents. So, in reference to that information is what it is. And in reference to, my physical anatomy, some girls want to talk about girls like, oh, what was it like hugging her is what they wanted, or hugging, what was it like hugging him, or what the girl might say, or girls that know me, or girls that are friends, or, girls, what they'll say, what was it like hanging out with him when you had lunch with him, or went places and when you dated him for this long. Or, I've lived with girls too, even in California, I had girlfriends living with me in California, even in my small apartment. And there's a variety of supermodels and some ballet girls and that have dated me, or girls that are dancers, like ballet dancers, that stayed with me, or actresses, or TV show females. I'm a friendly kind of person. So, a lot of people want to know which celebrities have been friends of mine. They want to know, to keep the history going in reference to, it's in my pocket or something. That hurt. The satellite man zapped me in the pocket. I don't have nothing in my pocket. But they zapped me in the upper leg, But anyways, in reference to girls that know me and friends that know me in Hollywood, people want to talk about little stories or things about me, and roll protocols in the media 24 hours a day. Somebody say, well, if we're having a roll protocol in the media, some people just want to know some friendly stories about the person. I've never been a bad person. So, I'm not sure what people will say. I have legal right to be publicized in the media. And the government doesn't have a right censoring certain things, or the FCC needs to go after people that are trying to steal my popularity or whatever, And the real story about what happened to my parents has to be publicized. The government has been liars the whole time. When my parents had gotten murdered, the government covered it up with lies, and there has to be court cases. And the media needs to express the factual information. Anybody refusing if you would have done the story right in the first place and wouldn't have lied about it in the first place, then this situation wouldn't have to be made. The arguments and the interruption of what the present day might be, things have to be publicized correctly about the real facts. And, certain females in Hollywood, like there might be some girls that would say, oh, this girl really wanted to date you, but then she couldn't date you because you were dating this other girl. You could say those stories too. Just keep talking. Friendliness, social friendliness of information. Girls could be like, oh, this one girl was wanting to go out with you, but then you were dating this one girl. Or then this one girl wanted to date you, but then she ended up getting back with her boyfriend. Or this girl wanted to date you, but then they kidnapped you. Or this girl wanted to date you, but then, or you were dating this one girl and you got kidnapped from that girl. Or you were doing modeling on the runway and then these government men tried to kidnap you then. Or you were playing music with this musical band and the government tried to kidnap you from them. Or you were doing, look at all the information. And hello, AC/DC, Rock On. Hello, Def Leppard and Bon Jovi and all the other, and Radiohead and Creep and Creed and Linkin Park and other musical groups, just saying hello, and a whole bunch of everybody. How you guys doing? Hello, music industry. Hello, operas. Hello, ballet. Hello, dance industry. It's entertainment industry conversations too about, who I am, directors that know me, writers that know me, cinematographers that know me, fashion designers and beauty photographers, in reference to high fashion photographers that know me. Throw it out there. And if the government's messing with you, file lawsuits. Put it on a website of, one of my chat rooms or something. The government can't mess with my publicity. The government doesn't have a right. I don't choose the government, people, but the point of it is, if they don't follow the laws in America, then they don't have a right being a politician. Nobody understands how they've created this false presence of, false locations or false positions of why they thought they could be corrupt. It don't make no sense. If you're not an honest politician, you don't have a right being in politics in America. That's just the way it's supposed to be. We don't know. If you're not an honest cop, you don't have a right being in law enforcement. If you're not an honest court judge, you don't have a right being in the courts. We understand there are some variables in reference to situations. But some things are over the top. Some things are crossing the line in reference to certain things that have been going on in the country. You have to understand that, this country's got its own laws, and there's other countries that have laws, and people from those other countries and their activities of where they tried to bring their cultural ways of abusing Americans or stealing from Americans or playing their social censorship, like the people that are trying to cover up who I am and who my parents are. We need the name and race of those people. I own the motion picture studios of my parents. I own everything of my mother and father's estates forever. And this is very important. I have a right to be advertised in the media. There, in reference to girls that know me or friends that know me in Hollywood, they can tell stories on the internet. But there needs to be like a social chat line or a website or chat room for people to throw comments in there that know me, or people that have been friends of mine, or people that like me, or some people might say they don't like me, I don't know. But some people don't even want them in the chat room. But in reference to, because they're censoring the chat rooms that I created, obviously. And that's illegal. And there's lawsuits against those people. There has to be lawsuits against them. So somebody needs to file lawsuits. I'm not sure who these people are. They're trying to steal everything, but, somebody's got to move in on their people, get closer and find out who they are to prosecute them. Attorneys or court judges or Congress or Supreme Court or Treasury or Deeds Department, whoever these bad people are, they need to investigate those people. I haven't received anything from the IRS if they sent anything. But anyways, reference to the chat room, like some girls, some girls get in the mood to talk about sexy stuff. And some guys do too, but some guys usually get over the top on things. I don't know. Like, like some guys get all like, they talk about like a little weird or something. But, in reference to girls, girls that talk about cutesy or romance or fun times, like, everybody knows I don't drink, but, there's girls in Hollywood that do, and some girls would come over to my apartment, and some girls would drink before, they'd drink and then come over, or whatever, they'd throw like a little party. Like some girl, like there was times where some girls stayed with me that are actresses, and Heather Graham said hello, I guess it was, and some other girls in Hollywood, like, I was on the TV show Charmed, too, and 90210, and Melrose Place, and Babylon 5, and the Clueless TV show, and other TV shows and movies, too. But, these people are blocking me from Beverly Hills, my mother and father's mansions, and my father owned Beverly Hills. Owned the whole land. and Bel Air. You know that, right? And they're blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. And my father owned, how many square miles is that? Alexa, how many square miles is Beverly Hills and Bel Air?
Here's what I found.
Like my father owned all the land of the whole area. Alexa, home screen. Alexa, how many square miles is Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills has an area of 5.732 square miles.
So Beverly Hills is 5,700 and 32 square miles. 5,000 square miles or something. That sounds better.
From worksheetgenius.com.
Is that right?
The best unit of measurement I have found for 700.
Alexa, how many square miles is Beverly Hills?
Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills has an area of 5.732 square miles.
Where's it? Alexa, where's Beverly Hills? How many? Alexa.
Beverly Hills is a city in Los Angeles County, California. It is located 9.3 miles from Los Angeles, California.
Alexa, how many square miles is Beverly Hills, California?
From biggestducities.com. Beverly Hills has an area of 5.7 square miles.
5.7.
If you'd like another answer,
Yeah, that was 5.7, not 5.
Next.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. So, in reference to, that was like 5,000. That was 5.732 square miles or something. But, anyways, the point of information, my father owned that 5.7 miles of land. And a lot more than that in California. Like my father owned 7 million acres in California? I don't know. Or is it 3 million acres or 7 million acres in California? And these people are blocking me. And I own that land. And my mother and father had numerous mansions there. And my grandparents had some mansions there too.
I don't have an answer for that.
So who are these people that tried to run me out of California? They need to get arrested for land crimes and deeds violations and crimes, don't they? But anyways, and I'm not sure how many properties my parents owned in New York City, but they're blocking me from the mansions in New York too. Oh, and if somebody can, contact the New York Ballet and tell them about where some of my mother or father's mansions are at, if they want to know that, or if somebody over there would want to know that, because the ballet industry has known me since I was little. I was on TV and ballets too, and Fred Astaire, how you doing, and other people, and Gene Kelly and Ginger Rogers, right? Funny, huh? And hello, other people in the dance industry and operas and music, rock and roll, R&B, hip hop, classical, country music. How y'all doing? And somebody, in reference to the chat rooms about ballet or about dance or about music or about girls that have dated me, or girls that might want to date me, or they'd say they might want to date me, but then he's dating this girl, or this girl says she's dating him, but she's never around him, or this girl wants to be with me, is what she might say, but she's never around, or she doesn't get in contact with me, or she hasn't sent me any letters, or hasn't called me, or whatever. Or you haven't seen me out in public with any of these girls either in a long time. Or maybe a Victoria's Secrets model. Or somebody wanted to know, in reference to movies and modeling, which supermodel female have I walked the runway as? Because when I lose weight, I look kind of like a female. I have muscles, but in reference to being a ballerina or a bodybuilder or an athlete or a sports athlete, certain acknowledgments, because I'm a real natural born hermaphrodite, but and people need to prosecute the government for trying to steal my penis. They're like, hey government man, why are you trying to steal a he's penis? you know, because I'm a real natural hermaphrodite, and real natural hermaphrodites naturally have large penises. Yeah. So, in reference to government man has to get prosecuted for trying to downgrade a natural hermaphrodite's penis size. You know, it depends on what level of chat. You know what. There might be a chat room for younger generations. I'm not sure, but then that could kind of be censored from that. But in reference to 18 and older, then you can't censor certain subjects. But if it's like, you know, younger generations, like young generations, if they're like real little, you know, then you just talk about cutesy stuff in those chat rooms. Parental guidance. PG rating, you know what I mean? Not PG-13, be like PG for, you know, certain censorship for younger generations of certain subjects. Like, they might want to know what TV shows or movies I was in, or, you know, I was on the Mickey Mouse Club. Can you imagine that? I was on the Mickey Mouse Club. And hello, Annette Bonicello, and everybody else. And hello, Captain Kangaroo, how you doing? And all those other guys, and the Janie Show, and Cowboy Bob, and Howdy Doody Show, and all the other shows, and Sesame Street and Electric Company TV shows, and other TV shows. You know, it's pretty good history of things that, in reference to TV shows, of people knowing me. Some people want to know what shows I performed in as an actor or an actress. You know, so it's kind of important. You know, people might want to say this way, and stuntmen that know me, or stunt women that know me in Hollywood. You know, it's a long history of my father, of course, since my father, you know, had been in the entertainment industry since he was young, and my grandfathers was in the entertainment industry, and great-grandfathers and grandmothers too. So, you know, it's very important. Queen Elizabeth said hello. I guess she's still alive, hopefully. I don't know what the story is behind all that. But Queen Elizabeth said hello was what somebody communicated just now. Hopefully she's alive somewhere. Very important. And whoever these haters are that damaged my face and teeth, those bad people have to be ordered into court. And China says hello, Korea says hello, Japan says hello, Mexico says hello, Canada says hello, Brazil says hello, and other friendly countries around the world say hello. And that, you know, that region of the country, you know, some other place say hello too. And some big countries say hello. And some of those hot area countries say hello too, you know, or, you know, but not sure which ones are friend or foe, or which ones are good or bad in reference to some people. So, you know, I don't. But anyways, and Australia said hello is what they just communicated. And so in reference to the point, girls want to have a chat room where they can just, and where they can see what other girls say, such as, oh, this girl said she dated him and they had a good relationship, but then the bad guys kidnapped him from her. Or, you know, those kinds of stories. Very important. So, you know, a chat room's about that, where it's like an open chat where people can review things that other girls have said that know me, or people from Hollywood that know me have said things. Elton John said hello, and some other musical artists say hello. You know, obviously girls have to advertise things and say things because these men are still holding me hostage. These government men. So we need girl power to say things, you know, to get information out there and so people can figure out who these people are. The Catholic Church says hello. The rabbis and Jewish synagogues say hello. The Buddhist temples say hello, I guess. How you guys doing? And other acknowledgments of friendly people. Anyways, lots of things of importance.